Hello, one and all. How are you all tonight? I'm about to start my broadcast, and I got stuff on my spot where I need to put my tablet. Not a good thing. Okay, so I have yet to get the chat up. I will have it up momentarily. So get everything going here. I'll lower that when I'm you know what? I'm gonna have to bring it up on the phone. Okay. Why can't I see the? I can't see the chat on my phone. Wow. Ah, there we go. I can see it now. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna forget to do something. I forgot to sharpen my pencils. Oh well. I'll use a mechanical pencil. Okay, so we are drawing my character, Professor Evolution, tonight. I hope everybody will like it. Um, okay. We can use a different one, but we'll go stick with the orange. I guess. Okay. Uh, she's going to be very static pose. She's not usually used to doing the grunt work herself. She has she's made herself a bunch of minions for doing any real grunt work. Um, she is single. She is 5'11". is. Oh, hello to whomever is viewing. Feel free to ask any questions, comment. You can. Hey, Mrs. Gaming. I am working on my character, Professor Evolution. She is a villain. She's 5'11" in height, approximately 130 pounds. She has red hair and blue eyes. I do more, no more. She's a genetic scientist. As I was saying earlier, it's going to be a fairly static pose because she herself doesn't do a lot of fighting. She usually has grunts for that she's made for herself. I think I'm not sure whether probably do have Latino villain. Sometimes I don't think of. I think I think of the characters like that, but they or don't think. They could easily be. They've not thought one way or another what they are to be. Some might just think white, but no problem making what them Latino or anything like that. Uh, hmm. She probably will eventually go against the Canadian Shield. Her first appearance is in my character's The Flame, number 3. Um, her um, yeah, biological name or her not biological secret identity. Although I wouldn't call it secret identity with her. Her birth name is Red Tampa. Um, and from an early age, she was, interested in science. Uh, so as she grew up, she learned as much as she could. Eventually, she went to university, got her PhDs in a variety of sciences, and getting top grades in her classes. After coming out of university, she started a job. Um, I got the profile right here beside me, so trying to draw and look at it and get bits and pieces of it at the same time. Anyway, she started a job with one of the finest research facilities around. Very soon after, she came bored and felt the restraint by the company. Uh, then, after telling a coworker who was a spy for a villain, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Very soon, like I said, very soon after, she told a coworker who was a spy, you know, uh, espionage, corporate espionage type thing for a character I've called Cornerstone, who is, I'm not sure whether you know who the Kingpin is or Lex Luthor, but sort of like those. But this time it's, I'm not going to say much more. That's something I want to be secret. Who I want the mystery of Cornerstone. Who is the Cornerstone? I want it to be a mystery for a while in my comic books, and I know who Cornerstone is. I know what Cornerstone looks like. I've got all that fleshed out. I've got Cornerstone's history. Turn me down, mother. But anyways, after Cornerstone hears this, she is approached by Cornerstone, who offers her own lab with no restrictions and unlimited resources. And in return, all she has to do was create for Cornerstone an army of mindless super soldiers who would obey Cornerstone's every command and dispose of the Flame, who was eluding, who was not eluding, who was causing Cornerstone financial ruin in Cornerstone's criminal empire. She hesitantly accepted. Hey, Joshua. Hey, I'm not. I like DC probably a little bit more than Marvel. I'm realizing slowly over time, but Marvel is not very far behind. I don't judge a whole comic company on two books. No, that's not fair. Well, maybe it's not fair. I don't know, but so, over the next several months, there were dozens of failed attempts to make the super soldier. Finally, she seemed to get the formula right. Dun 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 dun. When after 10 months, when after 10 months, the creature died suddenly for no logical reason. Bum 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 bum. This drove red over the edge, for she had grown attached to the creature, and it seemed that she would never get it right and be in the service of the cornerstone for the rest of her life. Bah! Ah, 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 ah. Hey, good dog. You still over on Josh's channel? And just listening here? With one last desperate try, she altered the formula slightly and injected it into herself. The formula's effects were instantaneous. It increased her brain usage by factors unknown and altered, well, didn't alter her appearance. I'm scratching that. And increased her strength by 500 times. Ooh, I didn't realize I had that in her. Cool. Maybe in your universe. She's not, well, I don't even know whether she exists in my universe. No offense. Yes, you could. But, a lot of people, I don't know whether they exist or not in my universe. I don't think I even exist in my universe. Well, technically, I sort of do. I went and created three characters who are supporting cast in my character the Flames book. I mixed and matched my name with two of my friends' names, two of my good friends' names. I mixed and matched all three of our names together. They're in it too, the same book. So you have Tom Piper, Chris Mile and Rick Waters. You know what, dog? That's actually not too far from the truth. But it was only my stupidity, not hers. Well, oh, it's just a girl like back in high school. I asked her out. She said no. I crushed on her for many years. We're still friends, acquaintances. She lives in a different city now, but we're friends on Facebook and all that. So, and she was Spanish, so born and raised here in Canada, to my knowledge. I think. Hey, Chester. Yeah. You coming on, Manny, or I got over that long time ago, so Mrs. Gaming System. I did not. I do not believe I mentioned her name. DC, Manny likes DC. It's only ERTs. That's not the big fan of thing. Anyways, Cornerstone, upon finding out seconds later, then sealed the building before Red got out. At that point, Cornerstone demanded that Red give Cornerstone the formula. She agreed on the terms after being paid $10 million US. I mean, $10 billion US. Cornerstone promptly agreed, believing it would be worth it in the long run. Upon giving the money, she wrote down the formula for Cornerstone and took off. But unknown to Cornerstone, she gave the wrong formula, only to be found days later. Since then, Red has set up a secret base and continues to do genetic experiments of all kinds, and has taken the name Professor Evolution and thinking it is her duty to help the Earth evolve at a tremendous rate and to create the animals of the past evolving, making the world evolve. One recent success has been with Jason Pulsar, whom she has abducted and mutated. Oh, no, that's wrong. I've reworked that, so. She's had lots of successes, we'll say. She's not harassing me. What? Oh, John's in the chat and his wife. That's just my mom in the background. Hello, Eagle. How are you tonight?
Using the Pepto Bismol.
Think it's in the bathroom.
That's where I thought it was. I can't find it.
Either that or in the kitchen. It's- yeah. Yes, the expert of comics. That is John Billard. Not. You got a hi, Mom, from Mrs. Gaming the System. Her name is Linda. Or Linda. Pronounced without no accent. What about what, John? No, Linda's my mom's name.
What was that?
Oh, Mrs. Gaming the System. Linda was a Latin heartbreaker. No, she's not Latin. Latina. um, the girl I like is Canadian, so or liked. And if you must know, her name was Naomi. Oh, I don't know how you're not an expert with only having 8 comic books or over 8 comic books. Yes, that was the name of the high school crush, Naomi.
Romero.
Yes, her last name was Romero. Naomi Romero. No, it's that's a N-O, no H there, and I think it had an A in it. Naomi. I think it was an A instead of an O. Naomi. She's a good woman. She's married to a guy named, I think, Alan Jackson, and no, not that Alan Jackson. And she lives in, I think it's Ottawa now. She didn't have a lot of boyfriends, from what I know. Maybe, maybe not, but hey, I live. I'd say it was for the best, but who knows? Probably because maybe I wouldn't be doing comics like I am today, and wouldn't have. Maybe I wouldn't have met all you fine folk, except for Joshua, of course. He's not fine folk. No, I'm teasing. uh, yes, we have Latinos here. We have Hispanic people here too. They do migrate here too. Usually it's by plane. Not they just can't walk across our border. Well, I guess if they walk across your border, they can walk all the way up to our border and then walk across. Our prime minister is basically letting that happen, unlike your president. I do not hate immigrants. I just don't like people coming in illegally. There's a system, you know. They have to game the system. They're not gaming the system. Oh, I can believe it. I've heard lots of stuff going on all throughout Canada. Walking across the border illegal isn't gaming the system, it's cheating the system. Well, I know here, I don't know about your place, but here it's costing taxpayers millions of dollars. Heck, they're living better than me, most of them, especially across illegally. They get put up and given welfare and all that. Nope, my best friend's brown, although I don't know where he is at the moment. Wish I did. John's brown. Oh, welcoming. Unfortunately, we are welcoming them, and it's burning the system, slowly breaking the system. What? I mean, because I say, hey, come the right way. There's a right way to do things, and there's a wrong way to do things. And I know you're pulling my chain. I need to redo those feet. They're mailing feet. Rick would like. Uh, I ain't chasing away from my hard-earned tax dollars, and I ain't saying Mexicans. I ain't saying anybody in particular, any nationality. I'm just saying anybody who comes in illegally. Yes. Hey, J Post, JP Potts. Oh, and John, I shaved. So Sexy Rick is back. You say I have racist voices? What do you mean I have racist voices? You want me to raise my voice? I do not know what you mean by racist voices. No, Mounties ride horses. Yes, and you should beware of the Mounties. Because the Mountie always gets his man. Huh? I never said the Mexicans were freeloaders. No, I never see that. Senor Chester Busby. Yeah, I would never say that the freeloaders. It's time for me to go for my siesta now. Yeah. I don't think she was Mexican. I think her heritage are from European Spain. European Spanish, not the Mexican Spanish. I guess that would make her non-Latino then, right? I don't know. Somebody Spanish, they're Latino to me. No, that's just wrong, eh? Me crazy? Well, crazy, yeah. I am a little crazy. I will admit it, yes. Sí, señor. But racist? I'm never racist. I don't. I think my dad said, I don't. I'm not racist. I hate everybody equally. You're not even in my country, Mrs. Gaming the System. I don't want to deport you. Why would I want to deport you? You're not even in my country. Cousin Spanish. Ortiz is over the shadow banning people for their opinions. I berate? I never berate. No, no. I would never berate anyone. No, I would not. Rick and Soul answers is basically EBS. Oh, that's a compliment. Am I supposed to get that reference? What to do? I don't need no throne unless it's porcelain. And I don't need that porcelain throne all the time either. Only at certain times. Anybody got any real questions or comments? Feel free to ask. I'm not sure who's all here watching. If anybody's watching, them regular people. Hey, Cat. I don't know, Cat. I don't know. They're saying our Canada isn't real, Cat. They say we're dreaming, Cat, that Canada isn't real. It's all in our minds. This is mostly true, Cat, except for right now with our Prime Minister. I guess so. Just because you have no idea how to run a country right. Look at Trump's hair. That man doesn't have nice hair, and he can run a country. Also, some people think he's running it into the ground, but I guess that's a matter of opinion. I'm a very welcoming man. Oh, there's something up here. Ninja Moose Squad. Ninja Moose Squad. That sounds like something I should create. That looks Ninja Moose. It's the Ninja Moose from Canada. Uh, yeah. Ooh, Chester. Dated strippers. I'm sheltering here. Love 'em. I guess I will. Me? Not nice. I'd say never, but um, only time I'm not nice is when somebody's really ticked me off. And usually that takes a lot. Well, if Josh's stream's still going on, I should say I'm sorry for bowing out without saying bye, but I wanted to didn't want to interrupt the people talking, and I wanted to get things set up and invite people to come on. But I don't know what to say. Told about the character. Well, come on in, Tank. Not that I'm being quiet. It's just trying to figure out what to say. I'm reading chats and well, maybe not me reading so much aloud as I probably should be, but I don't hate no baby. Try to tell these people I'm not prejudiced. I hate everyone equally. People that are trying to say I'm racist. That's what I mean by these people. Like I said, I'm not prejudiced. I hate everybody equally. Oh, I thought I was using the right word. I guess it's I'm not prejudiced. I love everybody equally. Hey, Tank,
Hey, man.
how'd your meeting go?
Great. It went absolutely fantastic.
That's good.
I am now
Oh,
walking home.
cool.
Oh,
I
dang it.
gotta
I
jump.
spilled my tea on myself. It
That's
gonna
not
get
good.
cold.
Oh, that's not good. I got a dumb question. You were
Yeah.
also supposed to launch your Indiegogo on Saturday. Did you still do that?
No, no, no. I was supposed to announce the launch of my Indiegogo on Saturday. I changed up my plans,
Okay.
and so I've been pushing the December 15th date, which is great because people don't have to pay immediately. That's a wonderful thing about crowdfunding, is that it's commit now, pay at a later date. So get in, secure your spot. There'll be tons of early bird specials.
So you started it, but they don't have to pay till then, or that's when you're starting it.
December
December
15th.
15th.
Yes, I know a lot of people are like, don't do that, don't do that. It's like, yeah, don't worry. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make it successful. Just watch.
Yeah, well, I'll be chilling for you here.
Awesome.
We'll have to have after your maybe the Saturday after or the Saturday after your launch, whatever day Saturday the 15th is in December, or whatever day that 15th is in December. The Saturday after that, we'll have to have you on and have you as my interview guest that week.
Sweet. Yeah, I did some shopping today,
Cool.
and I sent out some emails to manufacturers to get estimates. But, oh man. So I'm going to have a stretch goal. I think it's going to be the third or fourth stretch goal. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But third or fourth stretch goal will be for 15 centimeter vinyl figures.
Ooh. For
Yes.
one tier or which tier?
It will be, well, since the campaign's dynamic, the high end, a few of the high end tiers will have it automatically included once we hit the stretch goal, thus increasing their value, which their value was already good to begin with. Now it just got better at that point. And it will have its own variety. It'll be available in a few other goals. So, or by itself, like, yeah, you don't like the rest of the project, but you sure do like that little figurine to go great up with your other action figures. Great. That's available all by its lonesome.
So you'll be basically once you hit the stretch goal, you'll be adding a tier.
I'll be adding probably I'm thinking like 3 or 4 tiers once we hit that stretch
Wow.
goal.
Oh, cool.
That's so that they have people who are shopping have the ability to pick and choose, be picky. You know, if they just want like the figure by itself, fine. If they just want the loot and they're not interested in the book, fine. Um, or if they want the figurine and the book and the loot, great.
Well, that sounds good.
So even if the book isn't something that grabs your attention, but the visuals that I deliver are still good enough to warrant you opening your wallet, then I want that option to be there. I don't want to have somebody feeling buyer's remorse.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And when the campaign's going to start, it's going to be real humble. It's a small goal. I don't have the final figure yet, but what we will have is, as far as variety of products, is we will of course have the book. There will be at least one landscape poster and slash print. Posters and prints will be available. There will be at least one portrait poster or print. And let's see, your hats, t-shirts, and keychain bottle openers,
Cool.
along with books, prints. Let's see here, yeah,
And this is
and
for
original
your
art, of course.
And this is for your Scalpel Zero, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just confirming. You know, that's what it was for, the project. Just sounds good for sure.
I'm sorry, I cut out for a little bit. I'm walking past the Coast Guard dock, and cell phone signals have a tendency to go wonky around there. I'm walking on a back street to try and avoid that, but it's not always possible.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But yeah, no, it's going to be a fun little campaign, man. There's going to be tons of a lot of goodies and good quality story, good quality goodies, and I'm even going to have a stretch goal where once that goal is achieved, everyone who got a physical reward gets a 28 millimeter, or was it 1¼ inch scale little figurine, like something you'd find in like say a one of those tabletop RPG box sets with the little plastic figures.
Cool. Let me just say hello to KG, who's in the chat now. Manny's there. Tanks, a bunch of people are there. Tanks there. You're right here. Oh, it definitely sounds good. I might have to. I think you're giving me some ideas when I go for the Canadian Shield, in case people don't want the book, but they might, want a T-shirt or something like that instead.
Yeah, there are. Well, we have to take a lesson from those who have transcended the comic book realm, and those are Marvel and DC, and what their successful actions for keeping their intellectual properties viable while their comic books are tanking, while their TV shows are ill and movies are often ill received. How do they keep their intellectual property viable? Well, merchandising.
Yeah.
I've walked around my town, which is a tourist town, and I've lined up stores, local businesses, that will be willing to either outright buy my product and sell it at their store, or be willing to sell it on consignment.
Yeah, well, that's always good. Consignment. Well, I prefer to buy it outright, but consignment's good,
Evening, gents.
Hello, Brandon.
Evening,
How are
Brandon.
you?
Hey, Tank. Hey, Rick.
How are you this evening?
A lot better than I was earlier. Holy cow.
Well, that's good that you're doing better. Things are going better. I take it that means, and whatever
Yeah.
else was going on in your day.
I mean, if you talk to John after the live stream, whatever, he'll tell you what's going on because he knows. We actually were talking about it before we went live earlier this morning.
Yeah, I had some sad news today too. Well, I'm not sure what your news was, but I had some sad news. I found out that my aunt died on Friday.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
I didn't know her super well, and she had a long life, so, That in itself is good.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad she got a good score. You know, that's always good. A long life.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get some stuff done for my wife too because she has CLL. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's chronic lymphocytic leukemia. So we're trying to get that fixed up for her.
Oh, yeah.
Not good stuff. Well,
KG says, hello, Brandon. And John Dillard says, finally, someone who isn't racist. Oh,
what does that have to do with racism? What the heck?
just trying to call me racist.
Oh,
Jokingly. Oh, they won't say jokingly right now. They'll say they're serious.
ew. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I'm sorry about the noise background. So what we were trying to do is try to draw something, whatever pops into me little head. But the only thing I've been doing really was darkening up the stuff for the characters I've been drawing, like the Thing, Panther, and Iron Man,
Cool.
and Robin. I got Iron Man finished. Let me pull that out. Like show the chat. It'll look better when it's,
You got ribbon done?
I got Robin.
You've been drawing some ribbon?
Pretty much, yeah. So here's the inked in Iron Man. It'll be a lot better when I go ahead and color it in. I'm gonna go ahead and color the. Whoa.
Big man and ribbon.
Big man and ribbon.
Big man is code for another name. That if I use the chat will probably plaster me with, although I'm in this word that I'm using big in correspondence for.
Oh my gosh.
What's the old joke for Batman? Is people have used the name for him before. Called him
Yeah.
that. And it wasn't Big Man. KG says, come on, Rick. It's Flatman and Ribbon. Oh, I was thinking Fat Man. Na 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 Fat Man.
They actually did that on YouTube. They did it as a skit. But the thing here is, the dude, he went ahead and got a Batman mask, and then he had like a bed sheet, a black bed sheet for a cape.
It's Fat Man and Ribbon.
Hello, Chester.
Okay, what kind of nonsense is going on over here, Rick?
There's never any nonsense going on over here. This is my channel. I don't allow nonsense.
You have John Dillard.
Pardon?
Something about moose guarding the border. What are you talking about?
I never said about no moose in the border. I just said about immigrants. Illegal immigrants.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, look, it's Brandon. How is my brother Ginger doing today?
I'm doing better than earlier.
That's good, man.
Yeah, right now. If I don't, they start squirting.
Is that your lady I hear in the background, Brandon? I need her to confirm that you are a Ginger.
No, that's my mom. My wife is visiting relatives in Florida right now.
Well, your mom can confirm better than anybody.
What? Have my mom confirmed that I'm a ginger?
Yeah.
All right then. You asked for it. Okay. I got my sister here too, so she can even confirm if I'm a ginger or not.
There you go.
Hey Brady, I'm on live right now. Please tell the guys, am I or am I not a ginger? Not really. She says not really.
Yeah, which means you are.
I'm dirty blonde.
My son is a ginger. He's got ginger freaking beard and he's got brown hair. Everything else is red. It don't make any sense.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Brandon. We've been trying to tell him that.
That's my sister. That ain't a Mrs. Brandon. That's my sister.
That's okay. She's still a Mrs. Brandon.
Mrs. Bellinger, then.
Mrs. Billinger. There you go. I do apologize.
I'm not snatching nothing, Ma.
So how's your day been, Chester? Or morning?
Oh, I've been having a great time. I'm causing all kind of trouble.
As usual.
Hmm? Anyway, how are you doing, Rick? Tank says nothing.
He might be going up. Oh, he is here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
You're
Probably
so
pretty
quiet.
robot voiced.
No?
No, it's not as bad.
Okay.
Hey, I finally got a link from Manny.
Oh, yeah, we're migrating, I guess.
Yeah.
We're migrating.
We are.
I guess I'll be over in a few minutes.
Okay, Rick.
Yeah, go
Alrighty.
ahead.
Okay.
What are you working on there, Rick?
My character, Professor Evolution.
Professor Evolution. Let me check it out. Bring that page down a little bit. No, that's the wrong way. Down toward the. Yeah, there you go. A little bit more. He's wearing a kilt.
Well, she is wearing a skirt.
Oh, it's a lady.
Yeah. I hung
Holy,
the
I was about to
jacket.
say she's wearing a kilt.
Well, because I thought it was a dude. But yeah, Rick,
Yeah.
you need to bring those hips way in, dude.
Yeah, I hung the hips were, but then I put the coat on, and I probably should have hung the coat. Made the lab coat hug the hips a bit more.
Oh, I see. So you did the coat after you drew the shape. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
So
I'm gonna run.
It would have come up like that.
Yeah, no, I see it. Yeah, okay, Tank. You heading over to Manny's?
I sure am. I will see you all there shortly.
Yeah, I'm gonna head there in a bit myself.
We are
Ciao.
migrating. That's cool, Rick.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Manny's channel.
Okay. I just really gotta sign this. Do my whole spiel.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like the signature, dude. It's nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
make it so it's readable.
Absolutely. All right, dude. I'll see you on the other side, man. Later,
Okay.
everybody.
Later. Okay, so I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Smash that like button if you've yet to subscribe. Please subscribe. And also hit the notification bell to know when I'm putting up new content. And check out all the links in the description. I'm going to be going over to Good Dog Press's channel, Mayonnaise. So meet me over there, folks. I think he's already started. So see you in a bit. Bye for now. God bless.